The Burke brothers were beautiful. They lived at home with their parents because they were a massive failure. They are known for not having jobs and partying all the time. They have had their eyes on the circuit for a while now. What is the circuit, you might ask? Why, it is the most popular club in town. Even Will Ferrell was spotted there.
Hey, you guys can't go in here unless you're on the list. What are your names?
How do you not know who we are? We're the Burke brothers.
You guys aren't not allowed in.
What?
Why?
Why are we on the list?
You only come in if you have a basic knowledge of circuits and current electricity.
Why do we know what? Why do we know what? Why do we know what physics is?
Come on.
Idiots.
Boo! Suck!
Suck. Come on. Come on!
Hey, I heard you guys trying to get into the circuit.
Why does it matter to you?
I can give you some information how to get in if you help me.
Sure, what do you need help with?
I need to repay my friend by buying him a battery for his PS4. You know it's supposed to be 5 amps in the current, and I know that the resistance is 5 ohms. Can you figure out the voltage?
Yeah, no problem. We got it.
What's the voltage if the resistance is 5 and the amps are 5?
I think it's 25. I think we got it.
Yes!
Yeah! Well, we know that resistance is the measure of how strongly an object resists current flow through it. Some objects that have high resistance are glass, wood, and plastics. Some objects with low resistance are silver, gold, and copper. Current is the flow of electrons in a circuit. An example of current is a lightning bolt. Voltage is a measure of how the difference in electric potential energy in a circuit. An example of voltage is a battery as it supplies voltage to a circuit. We also know that voltage is directly related to current and that resistance is inversely related to current.
Because we know this, we can figure out the voltage of the battery. Since we know that the current is 5 amps and the resistance is also 5 ohms, we know that voltage is equal to current times resistance, which would be 5 times 5. Therefore, we can figure out that voltage is equal to 25 volts.
Thank you. You guys should go visit that guy over there in the red sweatshirt. You know someone has VIP status at the circuit.
Hey you!
What?
We heard you can get us into the circuit.
Yeah, I can, but I don't have the time right now. I'm an engineer. I don't know a series of parallel circuits in this building I'm building.
We can help you if you help us.
Sure.
The difference between parallel and series circuit is that a series circuit contains only one path for electric current to flow. If there's a break at any point, the current will stop everywhere in the circuit. A parallel circuit is a circuit with more than one path for current to flow. In a parallel circuit, bulbs do not get dimmer when you add one, and each device in the circuit can be turned off independently. One example of this is when you turn on a light switch. It can light many light bulbs in a room. A series circuit is the opposite. The bulbs do get dimmer, and each device cannot be turned off independently. Here's a diagram. Series circuit, parallel.
In a series circuit, the voltage is equally divided if the resistors are the same. If they are not, then the voltage varies according to the resistance of each device. In a parallel circuit, each device in the circuit has a voltage equal to the full battery voltage. This is true even if the resistors are different. In a series circuit, adding an extra resistor increases the total resistance of the circuit. The opposite is true in parallel circuits. Adding a resistor in a parallel circuit provides another independent path for current. Here is a 5-step problem. Here's a 5-step calculation for a series circuit. Here we have the battery voltage is 10 volts and the current is 5 amps and the resistance is 2 ohms. So the current at point 1 is 5 amps. We are trying to find the current at place 2. But since current is constant in every series circuit, the current in place 1 is equal to the current in place 2. Therefore, the current in place 2 is equal to 5 amps.
Thanks. I now know that I should use a parallel circuit for my building. The guy with the VIP status is over there in the Kentucky sweatshirt.
Hey you! That
What?
guy over there said you can get us into the circuit.
The guy in the red sweatshirt?
Yeah,
If it was him, then sure. Okay, before we go in, I should make sure you guys know enough about electrical circuits. Explain to me what electrical power is.
Isn't electrical power like E
Whoa. I'm gonna stop you right there. Electrical power is the rate that electrical potential energy is converted to another form by a component in a circuit. It's measured in watts. You multiply current by voltage to get power, so both are directly related. See, we know that power is equal to voltage multiplied by current, and we know that the voltage is 20 here and the current is 3. We're trying to figure out power. So we can do 3 times 20 and we get a power of 60 watts. Before we go, explain to me something that uses current electricity.
A toaster uses current electricity in a series circuit. If the toaster is on, both sides are on or both sides are off. Therefore, it is a series circuit. When you plug it into an outlet, voltage is supplied. Current runs through the wires into the toaster. Also, when you turn the knob to change how much you want your bread toasted, you are changing the resistance. Electrical power is then present when the bread is getting toasted. The electrical potential energy is being converted into heat.
Light bulbs use current electricity in a parallel circuit. The generators in a home are constantly supplying voltage to the wires in a house. Therefore, current is constantly running through the wires. The power from the light depends on which light bulb you buy, depending on the watt, of course. The electric potential energy is converted into light when you plug it in. Light bulbs in a parallel circuit, because when you turn one off, the others stay on, and vice versa. In some cases, you can change the resistance in light bulbs too, by dimming or increasing the brightness of the bulbs.
Great, now you guys know enough about electric circuits. I'll take you guys to the circuit.
Yeah!
So the Burke brothers followed him to the circuit, where they partied for days. They even saw the world-famous Joanne Howard in there.